20 years after Starfall, and the world is still infested with Stardust. It looks like the monoliths here have been reactivated too. They might hold the key to all this Stardust pollution.
Man, I'm still really high up in the sky. Well, the map works now. Dadsville, let's go to town.
Now that we've made it, let's set up a territory.
Territory turmoil. Forms the basis of your territory and defines the area in which you can build. You're free to construct your own home and see fit within this area, and you have access to functions such as crafting, planting, disassembly, and more. Alright, so this game you gotta build a base. It says press B to start the territory.
Nice work. I've managed to unlock some memetics from Mitsuko. If you access them through your cradle, you'll be able to craft and build what we need.
Press tab to call out the function wheel and select cradle to enter the memetics screen. Like the skill tree. Essential tools. Need to do a disassembly bench too.
Even with memetics,
Disassembly
you still won't be
techniques,
able to
there we
craft
go.
anything out of thin air. We better gather some ore and logs.
Might as well get that upgrade pickaxe while we're in here. Gather gravel.
We'll also need a furnace and a disassembly bench to process the materials we gather.
Make a furnace. No electric one. Oh, there it is.
Use the furnace to refine raw materials into something more practical. We'll need it for advanced items.
Well, cool. Right. I'll smelt some copper. Right, so I gotta come to this root of mana.
Get your hands off my stuff.
I didn't see your name on it.
You're pretty cocky for someone who doesn't even have a weapon. Hold on. Is that a cradle on your back? Interesting. I thought I was the only mayfly left.
Since we're both mayflies, what's your
I'm
name?
Mary. I came here to investigate a deviation that's been causing issues. I think it's connected to a recently reopened monolith nearby.
I've been chasing a deviation
Don't
too.
tell me you're going to try and take on a powerful deviation barehanded. Even an ordinary deviant could tear you apart right now. For a mayfly, you're pretty inexperienced, aren't you? I'm going to give you a blueprint. Use it to make yourself a gun. While you're doing that, I have other matters to attend to. Once you're done, come find me in Deadsville. It's the nearest survivor settlement. We can plan our next steps from there. After all, 2 heads are better than 1.
So another mayfly survived, yet I can't remember her. My memory's been patchy ever since Mitsuko revived me. Just to be safe, it's better not to share everything we know with that woman. Especially about Mitsuko. That blueprint is rock solid though. We can use it to make a real gun. Let's check your memetics and start by building a gear workbench. The disassembly bench will let you take objects you've scavenged and break them down into useful materials. Great. We can use that blueprint to make both guns and ammo. If you want to make ammo though, you'll need to do it at a synthesis bench.
I have weapons with unlocked blueprints at the gear workbench. Alright. The Part of fit each goes. 180, not 190. Wow. I think I'll do the machine gun. I have enough. I gotta make bulk supplies. SMG. Submachine gun, yep. Wow, 1,200 bullets. Real laughter rules. Red berry juice.
Good. I'm sure you'll need that weapon soon enough. Wait. I just noticed a teleportation tower was activated at Deadsville. Did Mary do that? Whoever it was. We can use it to teleport straight there. Open your map and try it out. Activating teleportation towers will let us get places much faster and avoid any dangers along the way.
Good. You made it.
You're the one who activated this tower?
Yeah, I figured this was the quickest way to bring you here. These towers are even supposed to let you travel between worlds, but I haven't been able to figure out how. Maybe you'll have more luck. Either way, I'm glad it got you here. Deadsville is the perfect place to dig up info on the area. That merchant over by the old truck looks like she gets around. Maybe she knows something useful.
See anything you like. I'm always open for business.
I'm just looking.
Wait, you're a mayfly, aren't you? Thank God, I could use some help. My name's Claire Lay. Normally I'm a wandering merchant, but now I'm stuck here. I sent a team over to a place called the Rotten Manor 3 days ago to collect some goods for me. But they never came back.
Maybe they ran off with the goods.
Don't be so cynical. I've been through thick and thin with them. They wouldn't do that to me. I'm afraid something must have happened to them. Rumor is the Rotten Manor's seen a surge of deviants recently. I suspect there's a deviation behind it.
Why do you say that?
All I know is what I heard from that well-dressed gentleman over there. He should be able to tell you more.
He definitely stands out. We'd better see what he knows.
Good luck. Oh, and I'll happily pay a reward if you can recover my stuff for me. I'll mark the location of the Rotten Manor on your map for you. Just, make sure to stock up on ammo before you go, all right?
and know the place for the first time, through the unknown, unremembered gate.
Are you rehearsing for something?
Ah, a mayfly, and one who seems to be brimming with potential. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Do you know about a deviation affecting this area?
You've come to the right man. I am Samuel Lowe, a humble scholar specializing in the fascinating phenomena we call deviations. And as for you, you seek keys with which to unlock the Dark Tower, don't you? But I'd be wary of what else you might open up.
Do you always speak in riddles like this?
I was merely setting the mood. Now, you're interested in the deviation inside that monolith, aren't you? But as I said, that tower is locked up tight, and its keys are rift anchors, scattered across the Dayton wetlands.
Rift anchors. Those things are made by Rosetta, aren't they? Activating them should give us access to the rift space inside the monolith.
Spot on. And where would these anchors be?
Usually places with the heaviest Stardust pollution. The Rotten Manor would definitely be one of them.
Right again. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do, Mayfly. And by the way, I wouldn't mind adding another deviation to my collection. In fact, I'd reward you handsomely for it.
Now that we know what to do, let's split up to cover more ground. I'll find a way to hack into the monolith. Once you've activated the rift anchors, come meet me at the monolith gate.
Sure, I'm used to flying solo.
Just don't forget to bring plenty of ammo. This won't be easy. Oh, and one more thing. I have a motorcycle here you can use. That should help speed things along.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. This looks like it'll be fun to ride.
Alright, let's explore this interior of the Rotten Manor finally.
I think we found Claire's goods. Too bad her team didn't make it, though. Look at this substance. It must have come from that festering gel deviation. Nice and easy. Well done. I've noticed some other strange Stardust readings elsewhere. Quite similar to what we encountered here. I've marked their locations. Hopefully we'll find the other rift anchors there.
Alright, let's go get them. Alright, this is the last one. We can meet up with Claire soon. Oh, and it's time. I'm gonna kill this first boss now.
Nice work with the rift anchors. I guess you're the real deal after all.
I barely made it out in one piece.
Sounds tough, but I think it was worth it. Each time a rift anchor was activated, there was an obvious reaction inside the monolith. The deviation must be holed up inside.
So what's the plan now?
Let's go in together this time. I'm curious about that troublemaker inside. And besides, we're a team. I brought some ammo and meds for us as well. Now let's go. I knew I could count on you. You're quite good at handling deviants, aren't you? I gotta say, we work well together.
Help me! Shouldn't have tried to take what was yours.
Forgive us. You are truly a great one.
Mercy, please!
Even without their submission. We are still Legion!
You did it! I knew you could. I don't know why I was so worried. Thank you. This really means a lot to me. The fluctuations in Stardust seem to have grown calmer, and I feel stronger now.
The more deviations we contain, the more the world will stabilize, and the more Mitsuko's power can grow. We still have 5 more monoliths to shut down. Until then, the physical world remains too dangerous for Mitsuko.
Yes, but this is already a huge step forward.
We should rally more support.
But the mayflies were wiped out by Rosetta. All because of me. I was too weak to save them.
It wasn't your fault. None of us were ready to take Rosetta head-on. And Rosetta's not the only threat out there. The Great Ones also covet Mitsuko's power. So remember, keep everything involving her a secret. We don't know who we can trust. Mitsuko is...
Looks like you'll be able to handle yourself just fine. I'll leave the deviation in there to you. As for me, I'm headed to the Broken Delta. I found traces of another major deviation there. One with even worse effects. You should head over and check it out. Try asking around at a settlement called Myers Market. Maybe I'll see you there.
Bravo! The mayfly that brought down the fearsome, ravenous hunter.
You're quite well informed, aren't you?
Hard to imagine such a little bit of gel transforming into such a monstrous creature, isn't it? Or that it could have caused such chaos across the wetlands simply by spreading its mimetics. Just to make sure, you didn't destroy it, did you?
Of course not.
Fantastic. You've more than proven yourself, I must say. It's a shame that most people don't appreciate the beauty of these fascinating entities. But clearly, you are different. I'd be glad to share my knowledge of deviations with you. I only have one small favor to ask in return. Capture as many of them as you can for me.
How do you know so much about
I simply pay
deviations?
attention and use my imagination. I think the deviations respect that. To quote a favorite poem of mine, I know that I exist because you imagine me.
Hey, you're back. Any luck?
I recovered your goods, but...
Yeah, I see what you're trying to say. I figured things went wrong when my team didn't come back, but I still had my hopes, you know?
Are you alright?
Don't worry about me. I've been through the ringer plenty of times before. I still owe you my thanks for finding out what happened, and for bringing back my stuff. Here's the reward I promised. I'm a woman of my word. Well, now that that's settled, I think I'll move my trade over to the Broken Delta. If you need anything, come find me in Myers Market there.
Well, I guess it's off to Myers Market in the Broken Delta. See what this has in store for us.